Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Norn9 Var Commons, and I believe we are approaching the end of Koharu and Senri's route. Yeah, so now Koharu is back with everybody, and she's finally made her confession to Senri, so they're officially a couple now. Yay! Let's see what happens here. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Yeah. So, let's both stay weak and scared. That way, even though we still have our powers, we can live in freedom. Right! Mr. Senri is still asleep. Oh, he looks so cute when he's asleep. I almost don't want to wake him up. But I have to now! Every morning I hesitate like this, which makes poor Mr. Senri so late that he misses breakfast. Today I must harden my heart. Mr. Senri, it's morning! You holed up in your room again, didn't you? You've even still got your uniform on. That won't do at all. Now hurry up and get ready. We need to go get breakfast. Mr. Akito is making something really yummy for us again. It would be a shame to miss it. I'll go later. You said the same thing yesterday, and you didn't make it in time then either. Tomorrow we had to go into town and help with weapon reclamation and destruction. You need to be sure you'll have the energy to do it. Getting rid of all the weapons in the world, it's a wonderful initiative, it really is. And with our powers to help it along, it should be able to proceed really efficiently too, but doesn't that basically make us glorified trash collectors? That's not the kind of life I wanted. By the time Mr. Senri and I make it back, the girl called Ion had already crashed, so I didn't get to meet her. It also meant that we still had our powers, and our journey had ended without a destination. Yuiga came up with a new way for us all to use our powers, though. Someone had come across a huge pile of older weapons just sitting around in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, disposing of these weapons is harder than making them, but it's even worse to just leave them lying around where anybody can find them. So, Yuiga suggested we use our powers to destroy all of them we could find. Strangely, Suzuhara was the primary person for the reclamation part. He explained why, but he used complicated words like ozone and freon gas that I really didn't understand. He had met Ion too, and he was really sad for a while after she crashed. But now he said he remembered his original goal, and he's really enthusiastic about it. It's supposed to be the perfected version of his summer research project. Whatever that's supposed to mean, it sounds very complicated. Everything was starting to go back to normal for all of us. Well, all except Mr. Senri. I think our new job is a really admirable one, but I guess Mr. Senri doesn't agree. What kind of life do you want? A quiet one, alone. Preferably in a cave in the middle of nowhere, with nobody for miles around. I want to live like a mushroom. A mushroom? If I can't find a cave, a closet would do, or anywhere where there isn't any light or noise or people. What about Koharu? He's been like this a lot lately. After everything had finally ended, we all got back on the ship and continued traveling. I found out about the girl named Ion, and the real history in bits and pieces from everyone else. Apparently, to stop really big wars from happening, time and civilization kept getting reset back to zero. It's really hard to believe, but after what I had seen of war, I could understand why it seemed like a good option. Ever since I saw them, I've wished that things like guns and bullets didn't exist. I wished dangerous powers like mine would go away, too. I'd wish they'd vanish along with me. If Mr. Senri hadn't stopped me when he did, I don't know what would have happened to me. Our powers were not meant to be used for war. Mr. Senri made me realize that. They were supposed to be for bringing peace. Thanks to him, it felt like the burden of my powers was finally lifted from me. As long as I'm around, he'll come outside his room with me. But if I take my eyes off him even for a minute, I'm the only one who comes to visit him too. Then, don't you care about me anymore, Mr. Senri? Huh? I never said that. It sounds like you're implying it. How can you expect me to go anywhere now? You are too much of a pushover to ever do anything mean to me. If I stay here in my room, you'll come visit me and spoil me, and that just makes me want to stay in my room even more. That's why. And as long as I'm in here, nobody else will come disturb me. I can do whatever I want. It really is the best way for me to keep you all to myself. Oh dear, I'm really happy to hear that's what he wants, but it doesn't seem like it's too good for him. What should I do? Although, I just made all that up. You made it up? Here. Oh! Mr. Senri popped a little wooden carving into the palm of my hand. It had long pointy ears, a fluffy-looking body, and big round eyes. I know it was a really long time ago, so you probably don't remember anymore, but... You have very nimble fingers, Mr. Senri. I guess. Whittling used to be a hobby of mine. Oh, I'd love to see what you made someday. Don't bother. They aren't worth looking at. I didn't make cute little things like bunny rabbits or kittens. You can make bunnies? If I wanted to, yeah. Okay. I'll whittle a rabbit for you, maybe, someday, if I find the time. Really? That would be so nice of you, thanks. Hey, I said only if I have the time. It may not look like it, but I'm actually very busy. Okay, I'm excited. I can hardly wait. Oh. I remember. You really did make some after all. Oh, they're so cute. I hadn't practiced my carving in a long time, so it took a bit longer than I expected. Is that really why you've stayed cooped up in here? Because you were making this? Well, I was just going to make one, but he looked awfully lonely by himself, so I had to make his family and friends too. One by one, Mr. Senri brought out more wooden bunnies. Small ones, floppy-eared ones, timid ones. Each of them had their own individual expressions and personalities. Mr. Senri, thank you! I'm glad you like them. Now that they're all done, I won't stay in here and cause you trouble anymore. It wasn't any trouble. At least, I didn't mean for it to sound that way. I just thought that you really did prefer being all by yourself, and that made me feel a little lonely. You still haven't gotten it yet, have you, Koharu? Remember, I cast that curse on you, the one that says you can't ever leave me. But that curse works on both people. I can't ever leave you again either. Because I care for you far, far more than you realize. Mr. Senri! So, does that mean you'll come to see me every morning from now on? Sure, that'll be easy. Wait a second. Every morning? Oh, yay! You're going to come and wake me up every morning now? Huh? Wake you up? I thought you just meant to just come see you sometime before noon. I wonder what you'll do to wake me up. I can hardly wait to find out. Mornings are going to be so much more fun from now on. If that's what you want, alright, sure. I'll come and wake you up. But it won't be in the cutesy sweet little ways I'm sure you're expecting. Oh? What kind of way will it be then? The adult way. Whoa, really, Senri? The adult way? Huh? Oh, what way is that? I'll ask Toyo first. What? He doesn't even know? Actually, why don't you just have Itsuki explain it? Okay. That makes sense. Mr. Masamune is an adult, so he would probably know the way adults wake each other up. Let's both go ask him. Oh, you two are a mess. Okay, just wait a minute. I need to get ready first. Oh my god. He is just as naive as her. Why did he even suggest it if he doesn't know what he's talking about? Sure. Masamune is gonna be like, what the hell? I'm so lucky. Mr. Senri is going to come wake me up every morning, though I'm not sure I believe that he'll manage every morning. Wait, if he's coming to wake me up, that means I won't get to see his sleeping face anymore. Oh dear, that would be a shame. I like seeing his sleeping face. There, I'm ready. What's wrong? Your face is so scrunched up. You're making huge furrows between your brows. What? I am? Oh gosh! I'm kidding. I know this was originally my idea, but, Do you mind if we make it only half the week that you come wake me up? Sure. Why? Because if you come wake me up every morning, I won't get to see your sleeping face anymore. Huh? Don't look at me like that. Seeing it in the morning is an important energy source for me. You know, this problem can easily be fixed if we just sleep together. Wait, what am I saying? Oh god, I sound almost as bad as that Let's Toya, or worse, Kagami. Mr. Senri. Okay, we can take turns coming to wake each other up. How does that sound? Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Okay then, let's go get breakfast. I really don't like the idea of turning into a lecherous adult. Yet you want to wake her up in the adult way. But someday I'll tell her. I'll tell her I want to be with her. I'll tell her I want to be together with her a lot more than we are now. It's too crowded here on the ship for us to have any real alone time. No, I can't. It's too embarrassing. Plus, I'd sound really weird. I can't do it. I can't. Well, I do get to be with her in the mornings and afternoons now. That's not bad. Yeah, that should be good enough. I can live with that. Yipes! I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? I think I just overheard something that you probably never ever wanted me to hear, that's all. You heard everything, didn't you? Yeah. Instead of apologizing, how about you promise that you'll pretend you never heard any of that? I'm afraid I can't do that, because I was thinking the same thing myself. What? A new craze has started up on the ship, and I thought it would be nice if I invited you to join me in trying it. What? Yeah, astronomy. Astronomy? Like observing the stars? Right! You've spent so much time in your room, you probably haven't heard about it yet. But I've had the chance to hear someone who likes astronomy talk all about it. It seems that around here is perfect for looking at the stars, so everyone's doing it. Huh. Personally, I think swimming sounds far more fun. What's so good about sitting around looking up at the stars at night? Who knows? I've never done it myself. I wonder what could be so fun about it. You don't know. You're inviting me to something you know nothing about? Seriously. Sheesh. Yep, I want to be with you morning, noon, and night too. If you're there, it's guaranteed to be fun. Well, Mr. Senri? Have I ever disagreed with you on anything like that before? No. Then don't ask me rhetorical questions. It's pointless. Okay. So, what time at night does this go on? Right now 3 AM is supposed to be the best. You've got to be kidding. Not really. I get cold easily, you know. You had better be ready to take responsibility and keep me warm. Of course! I already have a blanket to bring. Oh, and your favorite cookies, too. That's good. Though, I think you would be much better at warming me up than the blanket. Oh! Yeah, I discovered that quite a while ago. Not that we've had much of a chance to repeat the experience since then. Oh! That night we shared under the same covers. I had felt his warmth, but never knew that he had felt mine. Now I finally knew that he had. Don't stray too far away, okay? I won't. Not now or ever, okay? Okay. Koharu, I love you. And that's the end of Senri's route. Oh, we don't get... I don't know why some of the guys have something after the credits and some don't. It drives me insane. Well, I don't dislike them, I'm not saying anything bad about them, but so far Senri and Sakuya have been my least favorites. I don't really like the shy, quiet, timid, or weak guys so much usually anyway, so that's why they're my least favorites. But, alright, so we're gonna go after the bad ending now in a second. Well, you know, the one thing about Senri, though, I kind of identify with him a little bit about his shut-in nature, because I'm like that too, and, have a difficult time dealing with people. I mean, I'm not rude to them and I don't hate them or anything, I'm scared of people a lot. Alright, anyway, let's get on with this bad ending here, now that we've got the good ending. Here, we have to see Senri's side. I understand Mr. Akito's concerns, but Mr. Senri is trying really hard to get better too. We can't keep pushing him so much, it's unfair. I would rather let Mr. Senri choose to come out of his room on his own instead of being forced to come out by others when he doesn't want to. And all the rest is the same. And here we had to wipe our tears away instead of, saying Senri's name. Now isn't the time to cry. I have to pull myself together. Oh, that was also not much of a difference. And here we have to choose flee. No running away, Snow White. That's not in the script. There, chin up. Look at me. And here we have to go with him. Yuika wasn't acting like himself at all. Nanami was acting really strange too. This forest really could be dangerous if it's making everyone behave all weird. Maybe it's best if I went with Mr. Masamune. Come, take my hand. Peep! Mr. Hyoko! Oh, that wasn't much different either. And this time I have to choose because it's good for you. Because talking with other people is good for you. I see. Oh, Mikoto was really surprised too. She said it's good that you changed this much. I don't care what she thinks. I want to do what you think is good. Here we have to choose no, it doesn't. I'm not scared. I lied. It wasn't just to Mr. Senri either. I lied to myself, but I had to. I felt like if I didn't tell myself that little lie, I wouldn't be able to do what I felt I needed to do. I couldn't use my powers very much, but if they could be useful to someone somehow, then that would make me happy. Okay, so here should be where our difference is with the good and bad ending. Let's begin the reading of the bad ending. Aha, there it is. Is this really the right thing to do? Is burning up an entire country the correct solution? I have needed you for a long, long time. You are the one, the only one I have been searching for. Come, stand up and dry your eyes. I will guide you. Leave everything to me. Oh, she's really doing it. Koharu! Mr. Senri, what are you doing here? My god, did you do that? I didn't make it in time. Koharu, come with me. We're going back home right now. Home? I'm sorry, I can't. I have to return to Mr. Traveler and tell him I'm finished. Traveler? Do you mean Shiro Yuiga? No, you can't go back to him. He's a weapons dealer. He sells weapons all over the world, urging people to go to war. How can you help a horrible person like him? What? Mr. Traveler is a bad guy? Then what I just did is... If he's the bad guy, that makes me... Koharu. Well done. Your actions have saved the lives of thousands of innocents. Mr. Traveler! Are you Shiro Yuiga, sir? I'm sorry, but I will be taking Koharu back with me now. The slaves you freed wish to personally thank you. You should go and see them. Mr. Traveler, did I do the right thing? Of course. Do you doubt what I told you? I'm sure once you see the joy on the faces of those freed slaves, any doubts you may have will quickly vanish. Come. You stay away from Koharu. She's not going anywhere with you. She's coming home with me. Oh, the hydrokinetic. Koharu, what would you like to do? Do you want to leave with this young boy? Remember, I am the only one who can give your life meaning. Koharu! Don't do that, Mr. Senri. You mustn't hurt Mr. Traveler. What are you saying? Let me guess. You came here due to some nonsense that Ion filled your head with. You believed every word she said, too, didn't you?
Are you sure it's wise to blindly put faith in someone like that?
If you're trying to trick me too, I'm not falling for it. I don't give a crap about Ion or anything any of them said. The only reason I'm here is to take her home with me, nothing more.
I see. Well then, the obvious solution is for you to come along with me too. Word of her power has reached the ears of all the nations of the world. Many have already sent offers of huge sums of money to buy her from me. The world values, no, the world needs Koharu and her powers that badly.
Of course they do, because you've engineered it to be that way. That's the way you work, isn't it? You feed off her fears and tell her what she wants to hear, all to make her never want to leave you. Of all the cruel, terrible, inhumane things to do,
What on earth? I don't have the foggiest idea of what you're going on about. Would you please stop insulting me with your baseless and untrue speculation? I can tolerate it, of course, but look at how much pain you're causing her. Suppose you are right, and that I am a weapons broker and rebel opposing Ion, spreading war across the globe. If that were true, she, having followed my orders, is a traitor and a war criminal too.
Why you?
Huh.
Mr. Traveler!
It's alright, child. All you need to do is trust in me. Trust me and do exactly what I tell you to do, like you always have.
Like always.
When she was a child, her powers caused her to be banished from her village. I rescued her. I had wanted to keep her by my side ever since that day, but there was some unfortunately timed interference. But now that is past, we can be together again like we used to. Try to run now, and you will be pursued. You can use your powers to elude them, of course, but then how would you be any different from any other soldier on the battlefield? You will have to kill them. Koharu, what do you think? Do you really want freedom taken by killing innocent soldiers who are simply following their orders?
I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to fight. Koharu.
There, see? I thought so. No one understands what you think and feel better than I do. Put both of them in cages.
A cage, sir? Will that even work? They're both espers.
It will work just fine. It is only when you put a songbird in its cage that it will realize its lot in life. That brace of birds will never fly away again.
Aw, at least I got to be in the same cage. Oh, that was a horrible ending. And it just ended just right there. I felt like there should have been a little bit more of an epilogue to it, but oh well, it is what it is. So that was Senri's bad end and good end, both in the same episode. And this video is a little short because neither one was particularly lengthy. Alright, so in the next episode, we're gonna do Minami and Ran. Yep, so we got Minami and Ran left, and then we'll do Koharu and Masamune, last of all, Mikoto and Natsuhiko, which is the one I really want to do. I'm looking forward to it. But again, supposedly that is the best story to save for last, so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.